Hello, everyone, and welcome back to No Man's Sky 2021. We're playing Permadeath today. We have two things to do today. One of them is to deal with our fleet. We're going to start looking at those frigates that we have and improving them, proving them out to see what kind of S classes we end up with. You have to go way back in the series to see the ones that I bought, but basically, very basically, you want to buy C-class frigates with less than 4 completed expeditions and a base stat for their type at 20 or more. And take your time. Don't get into a hurry to buy frigates. Just be very particular, because you definitely want to get frigates that will become great S-class ships, and we're going to work on that over the next few days. I have a feeling that we're running up against an update, and depending on what type of update it is, we may start a new series or we may continue this one. It just depends on what kind of an update it is. I think it's going to be a small technical update with some new added feature. In which case, we'll continue this guy. The other thing we're going to do today is build the multi-tool. That will only take a couple of minutes, because this guy happens to have 3 of the 4 upgrades that I need. Mining beams, scanners, and scatter blasters. There's no telling how terrible those scanners are going to be. No telling. And probably we're going to break one of these 3 multi-tools that I have at some point, because Lava Lamp and I do a lot of galaxy hopping. And I no longer have a cheap multi-tool. All 3 of my multi-tools are aliens. They're all S-class aliens, and they were all found by Lava Lamp. 2 of them, the original multi-tool, was found by me, and the S-class was found by Lava Lamp. And so let's call in the Adericon, another Lava Lamp find. You can find this finding this ship episode also in this series. There's our fleet. We have industrial ships. There's an industrial ship right over our head. We have combat frigates, if the planet identification will get out of the way. We have just 2 explorers. That's these super cool looking ships. And of course, the most elegant ship in the game, arguably, is the trade vessel, and there's one right there. Very beautiful, very well put together, very pretty. They all look like what they're supposed to do. And Hello Games put a lot of thought and work into designing these frigates. Not to mention the tables for how they level up and what makes a great frigate and what makes just trash. And everything in between. I'm not going to tell you that any S-class frigate won't do a good job. I will tell you that an S-class frigate will do a better job than a C-class frigate, and a well put together S-class frigate will do a much better job than a crappy one. All right, let's go upstairs and build the multi-tool. And then we need to build a refining room so that we can make some frigate fuel. And I'd also like to make some, wow, those doors have changed. I'd also like to make some deuterium so I can put on a pulse spitter for fun. I used to use the pulse spitter in concert with the scatter blaster because I found that fighting walkers was easier with a pulse spitter. Wow, look at that color. That's awesome. But now that I've gotten a little bit more skilled with the scatter blaster, It does more damage, and it's a lot of fun too. So we have one refiner in here. That may or may not be its home, but I've learned since having problems with my refiners that if you have them right next to each other, they do tend to have problems still. And one of those problems is that your product doesn't stay in the refiner when you walk away. And I was really struggling with that because I knew that the refiners had been fixed several times over the last couple of years. And so I talked to Zane from Zane's World about that, and he said that the proximity of refiners to each other may be the cause of my problem. And so I don't know if this is far enough apart, but we're going to put the second one over here. Let's see if I even have the ability to make it without having to do anything special. I need sodium nitrate. I would appreciate it if my camera would stop scanning the room. And for that, oh good grief, I need sodium. I have 163 right there. I probably need more than that. Let's see if I have any. Here's some right here. And probably we need to put some stuff away. I don't know where the rest of my receivers are. I think I have like 2 left. That in there. That goes into storage. We're going to need condensed carbon and wiring looms. And the dihydrogen that's already cooked can go right onto the freighter. And we have 1 map left. Dump that into storage. What's that? Oh, teleport receivers. Let's see if I can toss in another GTT. I can. So we'll put that there. While I'm making nitrate. Teleport receivers. Meaty chunks need to go into a different kind of refiner. And I think everything else needs to be put away. Alright, let's see what we got here. Just another second. Alright. Is that enough? It is not, I don't think. Let's see. No. I need microprocessors. I'm just going to go ahead and buy them, even though I can make them. This doesn't use any of my supplies, so I'll just go ahead and buy 7. I think I already had 2. All right, let's put the other large refiner on the opposite side of the room, even though it's not terribly convenient. If I was going to be doing a lot of refiner loops, I would want them to be right next to each other. But then would not be leaving stuff in them. All right, so now we've got 2 refiners. We don't need 2 to make frigate fuel, but this one is sticking way too far out. So let's get rid of it and replant it further up against the wall. Oops. I'm struggling with wrong buttonitis. I'm now playing 3 games at the same time. All right, so for frigate fuel, we need to have that on the top of the list. There's one of them. I just made 200 tons. There it is. Right there. Dihydrogen and tritium. Do we not have tritium for real? For real, we do. Let's see here. I need that. Need that. Where'd the rest of them go? Oh, okay. And now we can move the tritium. And the other stack. And I also have 24 hyperclusters, which is a tremendous amount. All right. Let's cook some dihydrogen jelly. If you only have a few dihydrogen jelly, you can turn this into a lot more dihydrogen. And you do that, of course, by making more dihydrogen. And that's not going to fit in there like that. You make more dihydrogen. You cook off the dihydrogen jelly into dihydrogen. And let me just do it. And then you, where did I put it? There it is right there. And then you make more. It's pretty far down on the list. And as you can see, that's going to make more than the five that I started with. All right, let's make a little bit more. I can hear the construction starting. When I started this day, the builder was not here and did not think the builder was going to be here. And so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and get these videos done for Wednesday, and so that you guys can get your video fix. And then just as I was about to hit the record button on the S-Class Alien Multitool, the heating and air conditioning, the HVAC guy showed up to install my heat pump. And I'm guessing, by the sound of it, that he had to use a saw. Hopefully he doesn't have to use a hammer. Let's see how many we can make now. Probably a few. Let's see here. 2? We didn't use any of that. There we go. That's more like it. And what have we got in here? We need more dihydrogen. I'm hearing pounding now. I'm getting worried. Derp. We don't need very much to send out our fleet, but I did want to get a little bit of this done. Let's see. Yeah, 2 more. So 7 times 2 is 1,400 tons, and that is going to be okay. Oh boy. And from then, I'm going to have to use these tritium hyperclusters. There's 1,000 more dihydrogen right there. And yeah, let's put this on the freighter. Actually had a little bit, it looks like. And we'll move that again. There we go. When you use frigate fuel, it only uses what it needs, and the rest of it gets broken down into these smaller parts. It's going to use these eventually, so like don't worry about it. And if you did make the mistake of not doing the frigate command room mission right away, and so didn't get your other blueprints, the 4 of the 50 frigate fuels is absolutely equal to 1/200. It does take more space, but you can leave frigate fuel in a storage container, or you can leave it on your freighter like I do, or whatever you like to do. We're also going to come back up here and build our nutrient processors. And I'm thinking that I might actually move 2 containers up here for use in cooking. We also need to get carbon planters up there for that, for cooking. And there was something else I thought I was going to put up there. Maybe a hydroponics tray with frost crystal in it, maybe. All right, let's take a look at the frigates we've got. We have already done a little bit of work. So the C classes that we bought have become A's and B's now, and there's a few extras that I haven't sent out yet, quite a few. So we have these 3 A-class industrial frigates. I always start with industrial missions because they're the most profitable, earliest on, and they also help you get the supplies for other things that you need to be doing early game. So I start with industrial, and so they've moved up You can see that they are not equal to each other at all. This one right here, Yohasua, is only a 29 point frigate. It has 22 expeditions. It's been damaged a few times, and when it comes back damaged, it doesn't get its points because it comes back before the mission is complete usually. This one is just slightly better, 16 expeditions, 30 points. But look at this trade number. That's awesome. What's the trade number on the other one? Only 7. This one has the highest stat for its class, but not the highest stats for other classes. And it has the most expeditions, 24. It's been damaged 5 times. I think those damages happened all but one before I actually bought the ship. So I did have one fleet come back damaged, and I don't remember what the circumstance was at the moment. We also have these 3 B-class frigates. They're on their way up. They're not. I haven't owned them as long as these 3. They haven't done as many missions. But look at this B-class. It's already a 31 point for its type. It's already got a 31 stat and 20 expeditions. So if you compare this A34 with 24 expeditions to this B31 with 20 expeditions, I'm willing to bet that this B-class industrial ship is going to be better in the end than this A-class. And so the B-class we're talking about is the Anyang Surveyor, and the A-class one is Tashib's Prospect. And we'll keep an eye on those two and see, because it's likely that the B-class ship had a higher beginning stat than the A-class ship. All right, let's talk to our navigator, Tote. Howdy, Tote. Gra, interloper captain. Fresh glory available. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the modules. So the modules to upgrade missions, and we'll just get all this other stuff out of here. They're right here. Explosive drones, mind control devices, most of which I got from fighting sentinel drones. And we have holographic analyzers. What we don't have is any mineral extractors or mineral compressors. So for that, we need gold and hydraulic wiring. Let's see if we have gold. Gold, I'm sure I have somewhere. Here's some. And let's see where that would to. Right there. And magnetic resonators. And this is the box that I used to have that stuff in. But I used it. Let's see if we can quickly find some to help improve our industrial missions. There might be some in here. And if not, nope. If not, then we will spend the rest of the episode buying stuff like that. But let's send the fleet out without any of those. Howdy. How's it going, Tote? Have you briefed the fleet? Are they ready for battle? Draw. All right, so we have one industrial mission. It's really short. We have one good balanced mission, but only 1 star. For its distance is not so great. We also have a long 2-star combat mission, but I don't know if we have enough combat ships for that. So let's send out the industrial mission, and we want to work on ships that haven't had any experience. This ship, the Suras, is a 20. I can't see its number of expeditions right now, but I guarantee that's a brand new ship that I've never used. I would have bought it weeks ago, but obviously it's never gone anywhere because it's still 20 points. And let's see here. We also have another brand new one right here, Fukio's Decree. So we'll send that. We'll send our B-31, and we will send our best industrial ship. And let's see, we're at 150 points for our class, which is 5 stars. That's way more than we needed. But our capital ship has 45 points to add to that. So that's really good, actually. It could be a little bit higher, but that is really good. So we're going to take 300 tons of fuel, and pay attention to this number because it's going to shoot up for that balanced mission. So there we go. Let's send them out and see how they do. They'll be back in 9.5 hours. All right. Now let's pick one of these 2 balanced missions. I want to pick one that's the same length so I can compare the fuel. For a balanced mission, you need all of these numbers to be over 50. So we are going to take our best ships. Here is our best combat ship. Here's our best remaining industrial ship. Our best explorer, I think, is the 22. And our best trade is also a 22, I believe. There it is, right there. Now what we need to do is add these numbers up in our heads. So we've got 39 and 16 is over 50. 40 and 17 is over 50. 37 and 16 is over 50. 32 and 13 is only 45. So what we need is more combat points. So let's pick another combat ship. And let's send out this brand new one. So now we're at 5 stars, 350 tons, slightly more expensive because of these ships here. The higher the class of ship, usually and hopefully, if you've done everything right, the lower the fuel cost. And so these ships right here, explorers, are especially expensive to send. These 3 ships right here are going to cost more. But with the upgrades, with the capital ship assistance there, that also goes down just a little bit. If you don't have enough to make these all 50 and over, you can come in here and, oh, it says I have a mineral compressor hiding somewhere. You can come in here and add 1 or more of these. Unfortunately, you can only add 3. So you need to be able to add 4 for each, 1 for each kind. But there they go. They'll be back just slightly before the industrial mission. And we will see how they do. Now then, we need to get magnetic resonators, but first let's go upstairs and put in our nutrient processors. I actually have one already, the one that I carry with me everywhere. I think we'll put the nutrient processors right here, and that leaves me room for a couple of containers over there. And I'm going to put some furniture and stuff in here as well. So first we need to make nutrient processors. And for that we need hermetic seals. And we're going to make, I think we'll make 4. And we'll go in here to portable technology. And right there is our nutrient processor. It says I have available to build 5. I already have one on me. So let's actually go into build camera. Here we go. I think we'll put that one there. And if it's not straight, you can, I think it's Alt. Is that right? Alt and then mouse wheel. Here we go. And go over a couple here. And do that again. And we'll go over here a couple. Right there. And we'll do that again. I don't think I ever use more than 3 at a time. If I need more than 3, I drop the one that I'm carrying. And let's see, I might have to actually make that now because, yeah. It's going to actually pick that. It's actually going to drop the one you already have first. Let's see what I've got going on in here. It's probably just a jumble of stuff. I do have milk and frost crystal. Frost crystal makes wheat, which you then turn into flour. And milk makes butter, which you add to the refined flour to make pie pastry. We have bait to do missions. That was my #1 priority. That's the reason that I got the processor. And we have a couple of extra things, tubers, hexaberries, aloefish, and pluppy roots. I'm also going to put some furniture in here. And let's go downstairs and take a quick look and see if I already have a storage container assigned to the food. It won't be #1 or 2. I think I actually do, come to think of it. We could go through the hallway. I would save some time. There it is, right there. So that is... see, that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 6. Okay, #6. And we might take #7 up there as well, but let's grab #6. And, oops, wrong button. There we go. Here's #6. Let's take that upstairs super quick. And then we'll go find out if the space station has got these, got this part that I need. The one that I never buy because I can never remember that I need it. Alright, let's put that container. I don't think there's anything right here. We'll put the container right here. There we go. Let's make sure. Yeah, alright. So that way we've got a container full of food stuff right next to our nutrient processors, and that's really convenient. I might actually bring in a container for this stuff, but one of the things that we do need is carbon planters. And let's see if I can make any. Oh yeah. Alright, let's definitely do camera mode for this, because see all of those snap points? That's insanity. And we'll just put them right on the opposite sides of the GTT. Go back there. There we go. Did you go back there? Yeah. Did it? Yeah. Alright, there's 6. That is a ton of carbon. And with oxygen, we can turn that ton of carbon into a ton of carbon. There's 2 different kinds of tons. There's a ton. And then there's a ton. Alright. We don't have any time left, but let's jump down to the space station and see if they've got this part that we need. And then when we come back on Friday, we will try to remember to build the multi-tool. Now let's just build the multi-tool because it's right here. Let's see here. I'm actually going to have to move stuff. Let's get that out of the way. I said I was going to build the multi-tool. Let's build the multi-tool. What's that? A scatter blaster? I haven't even built the scatter blaster yet. That's right. There's no reason for that. There we go. I always have pugnium. And scatter blaster. I'm being so silly. I can probably make the part that we need. There's another scanner. There's another mining beam. Here's scanner. Scatter blaster. Boy, those really got mixed up. Alright, we need the optical drill, which means I need 2 more quantum computers. And silly enough, I'm pretty sure I have the parts. Yeah, I've just never made them. Oh, I need salt for that. And antimatter. 2 of those. And 2 quantum computers. Optical drill? Why? Are they not where you want them to be? Where? There it is. If not there, then where? And the advanced mining beam. There we go. Alright, that is the mining setup for maximum harvest. And actually, this probably would do better down there. And then we need the waveform recycler, magnetized ferrite. There we go. What did we get? 9,300 fauna, 6,800 fauna, and 7,200 fauna. So the three bears there. All right, now that I've realized that I'm a dummy and I can make those things, I'll just make them. I want to thank you all so much for coming along, so much for subscribing. Please like and share. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Have a great day. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow's Live with Lava and KJ.